welcome back to NewZeroland. So, if you're wondering what I'm doing at a gas station, this one actually has a post office in it, and so I just mailed off some NewZeroland stickers. I really want to thank everybody who's bought merch and stickers. I'm totally blown away that you guys actually want to wear NewZeroland t-shirts. I know I've been shooting videos and doing this channel for a few years, but I still feel kind of new to this whole YouTube thing. I'm definitely new to selling t-shirts, so all of this stuff is really exciting. If you bought a t-shirt or a hoodie or something, or you have a sticker, send me a photo and I'll share it in a video. I sent some stickers to my buddy Steven in New Mexico and he put one on his Mini, and I think it looks so cool. So I'm off early today because I worked too many hours this week, and it's not raining, so that means I'm riding. And I'm also out of cereal, which is going to be the title of this video. So my plan is I'm going to ride to this shop called USTU in Johnsonville, which is a shop that imports stuff from the US, like obscure sodas and all the cereal I grew up eating that isn't necessarily healthy, but I still prefer over Weet-Bix. I just can't do it, Weet-Bix, I'm sorry. You know, I'm a strong believer that when you go to a new country, you should try and like adapt to their culture, you know, embrace their traditions, try and fit in, eat what they eat, talk the way they talk.
You say arigato? Like we say arigato.
That's actually messed me up a little bit from living in Australia and then Canada and now New Zealand. My accent is all over the place, which is kind of cool, I guess, but cereal is one cultural thing from the US that I can't give up. So this shop is about 20 minutes away by highway, but why would I go on the highway when there's this super fun back road that gets there? It's the same road I always go on, but I don't think I've shown the Johnsonville side of it. So also I really want to fly the drone. It's been way too long, mostly because there's only a few places you can fly in this area legally. There's a website in New Zealand called AirShare that has all the zones you can fly in, which is basically like this is the only area that you can fly in, and it's like probably a half an hour ride away. Alright, welcome to the countryside. Yeah, let's go find a cool place to fly the drone. So you know when you go on a road, like your favorite road for example, like you've driven it in a car a million times, but like the second you ride it on a motorcycle, it feels like a totally new experience, and it feels like a different road because you're seeing it in a new way. And then you want to ride your motorcycle on all the roads because it's like you're seeing them again for the first time.
See it again for the first time.
So I think flying a drone is kind of like that. It gives you a new way of viewing the same place you've been before. I don't know, it's hard to explain. And I'm sure there's some deeper meaning in this, like maybe we should all seek out different ways of viewing the world. If only to learn more about this planet we live on. We might find new paths to take, new roads, if you will. Alright, let's get in the air. Sweet. Alright. Cereal time. So there's this saying from Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance that goes like, when you're driving a car, it's like you're watching a movie, and when you're riding a motorcycle, you're in the movie. I guess flying a drone is above the movie? I don't know, it feels kind of like you're playing a video game in God mode. It's like you're outside of the movie. Like you're able to zoom out and see how small you are. Which is cool, I like that. See, everybody talks about motorcycles being freedom, but I feel like flying is the ultimate freedom. Except when it's windy, whew. I don't know, anyway, this is the kind of stuff that goes around in my brain while I'm riding around. And actually, I dream of a time when you go on YouTube and there are all these motor vloggers on electric bikes not doing the same reaction videos like they always do. You know, like, oh my god, where's my clutch? It's so quiet. Where are the gears? And people could just get back to talking about random existential stuff on the way home from work. But I guess electrics are still new. I mean, people have been riding Zeros for like 10 years now. I've had mine coming up on 5 years. Someone commented on my last video about how whenever there's a shootout between all the latest motorcycles, electrics aren't included. Usually electrics get their own articles because people don't want to compare them to gas. Or maybe they just don't know how. Maybe we need some gas versus electric battles. It's like, okay, I've been watching a lot of Cobra Kai, so this is my analogy for this. You know those popular kids in high school who get all the attention? We know they can fight, but meanwhile there are these kids in the background quietly getting better. They've been practicing for the last 10 years, and now we're at the point where these kids, like, the power is lethal, but the world still doesn't know they exist. It just takes that glorious smackdown to let them know. Maybe that's why people who ride them now are so surprised, because they haven't seen that progression over the last 10 years. It's like everybody expects flying cars and hover bikes without thinking about the transition to get there. And that's what this is. This is the next step. From gas to electric to some crazy rideable drone thing that hopefully doesn't kill us. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're still transitioning, but where we are now is way further than people think. And I love being part of this transition, because there's two ways to go about it, right? Like, you can either embrace this new fun form of transport, or you can fight it. You can just try and not change for as long as you can and stick to the old stuff you've always done, which could mean riding out of your way to buy really expensive imported cereal. Look at me coming full circle. Alright, success. Got some Life cereal and Gobstoppers, a little bonus. So, spent way too much money on this. Everybody watching from the US would be appalled how much money I spent on that, but totally worth it. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.